Hello, I'm live. So, this is going to be a simple one today. I sorted through a bunch of images. I went through a big pile of images that I haven't fully processed. And I pulled out a few things. And I think later this week or early next week, I might want to further process those with you guys. I thought it might be fun to sort them, and they're all, there's no words in it, so we can cut them down and we can sort them. And I also want to make some collage packs. So I might sort like that as I go. Things I know for sure I want to keep, things that other people might like, things that could be a little bit of both. I think I have some really fun images, and I think that might be a thing. If you guys might be interested in that, feel free to comment in the comment section, or you're always welcome to message me, email me, stuff like that. You can also talk about it at Darkwood Sanctuary, the Facebook group. Always welcome to do that. Okay, so let me just toss these small little bits. So I kind of had a fairy godmother vibe. I need to trim this image down just a smidge. I really liked this and I wanted to use it. And I had the idea kind of a fairy god witch, But then I looked at things about a fairy godmother, like I put in fairy godmother inspiration and stuff. And I looked up just a bunch of phrases like on Pinterest to see what came back. And I eventually settled on this one. Once in a while, right in the middle of an ordinary life, love gives us a fairy tale. So this is a 1970s vintage image from National Geographic. And I think it was an ad. I think it was for insurance of some sort. So I'm going to trim that down. I like having the little bit of the bottom and the top. So I'm going to try and make that as even as we can. Because I do like this paper, even though it's weird. I kind of dig it, So I'm just going to trim this down. I'm going to trim it down a little bit on this side and a little bit on this side because I don't want to lose that whole tree. That's kind of a nice, fun, even almost creepy tree, right? Depending on context, this could be something very different. But, and I think maybe I want to try and tint this a little bit. So I have this orange distress paint that was sent to me in ripe persimmon. So I thought we might put this on a little piece of paper. And then since I was printing up this to go on here, and I think I might want it to go right around there, I'm probably going to vintage photo that up a little bit. But I did also print up these for my personal journal. The older I get, the more I understand that it's okay to live a life that others don't understand. I think I like who I am becoming because I'm finally starting to feel that way a little bit. And I'm going to cut that down smaller because there's like a barcode or something down here. Be the same person privately, publicly, and personally. I'm not always, but I am striving towards that. Sometimes, situations require us to be a little bit different. I did flub this image a little bit. I made it a little more square than it should have been, but I'm okay with it. And this is absolutely true. I totally embrace this. I am built from every mistake I have made. So I'm just going to give these a quick cutout since we're here and we're doing it. I'm trying to get better at cutting straight lines. And the only way to do that is to practice. I'm trying to get a little more confident. And we have a little step down over here because I didn't get them exactly the same size. But failure at straight line. But you know what? It's the practice that matters. And this is for my personal journal, so it's okay if it's a little wonky, if it's a little crooked. But, I don't want to just print a little thing on a piece of paper, so I'll probably do this a little bit more often. Anytime I'm going to print a little something because I didn't want to piece that together or try to piece. It could take me hours to find that. But I think, this is what I think is going to happen. Els is working on an ephemera organizer kind of idea. I think she's doing the video right now, and it's not coming out for a while. But I really like the idea, and I think it could be a good way to organize a few of my things, especially the ransom letters and without having to spend any money, because I can make it out of things I already have. So, else, I may be able to get a little bit of a head start. I'm not allowed to like do it publicly, but I might be able to do some of the prep work ahead of time so that I can make it right when the video comes out. And I can use the video to, but it looks like a fun process. And I love the idea. People have been making those organizers for a while, but I like her take on it. I love the way that it looks when it's finished. And since I'm finally getting my crafty mojo back, I don't just want to make things to sell. I want to make things for to use as well. Because what fun is crafting if you only make to sell? If you don't make for yourself or you don't art for yourself. I mean, I get it. It's a thing. But for me, I feel like and I'm not saying this is wrong if anybody else does it. So please do not take it that way. From myself, just for me. If you never make anything for yourself, if I never make anything for myself, I feel like I'm being just disingenuous as a crafter. Because I don't know how to phrase it that it's not going to make me sound like a dick, but I think you get what I mean. I just feel like I do need to sometimes. And I love having journals and glue books and, I really don't like that right there, but I think I'm just going to have to live with it. And I think that will do. So there we go. And I love this one because there's like a gray-haired lady there. And I really do feel like it is okay to live a life other people don't understand, to live with less or to live differently, to, not pursue some of the traditional things. I was very much a people pleaser, and I still kind of am when I was younger. And I did, what I thought I was supposed to do, what society expects women to do, and what my parents expected, and what, I didn't focus on what makes me happy, right? So I think I want to tempt her a little bit. I'm going to see if this works. If it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world, but I just want to rub on a little color. Because the ad has a little color in it, but it mostly has that black and white feel. And I'm even going to color her hat a little bit. Just there we go. Just a little bit of color, right? Now we'll have this to use somewhere else. It's nice to be nice, or I could put it in my personal journal. So we'll save that a little bit. But I'll use this maybe to glue some things down. Okay, and then I wanted to, let's see if I can find my vintage photo. I have kind of a stacking thing going on over here. I know it's a little square ink pad. There's my potting soil, which is my favorite. Is this it? I got it. All right, so I think, here we go, we'll bring this back so we don't ruin that perfectly beautiful. And I'm just with my finger going to rub on just a tiny bit to take this dark whiteness away, right? I don't want to make it dark. I don't want to, but just so that it doesn't look. There we go. Okay. Now, I would actually love to find her a set of wings, but I don't know if I have the patience for that today. I know I think wait, there might be a butterfly in this set right here, right? Could be, maybe. Let me just poke around in it for a second. Maybe there's something we can use there, maybe not. Because if I add wings that are too big, what's going to happen is it's going to block the house, and I really kind of want the house to be there. If I'm not seeing it, and I don't want to spend a bunch of time looking for something off camera. So I think we're going for this just super simple. I'm going to ink around that, but I think I like that. I think that's like the whole, or maybe off to the side a little bit. Let's see, like maybe right in there. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. Because this is kind of the story of the quintessential American dream, right? At least it was at one time. I am going to grab my little trimmer here. And we're just going to trim a little tiny bit off there. Off this side first. Because I don't want to lose the whole trunk of that tree up there, which I think. And I don't want to cut the dad, I don't want to cut the dad out of the picture. But it wasn't a whole lot of overhang. So let's just do that. And let's see how that looks. Let's see if that does still manage to leave a couple of little pieces on that. Okay, there we go. So we've got just a slight border there. And at top and bottom, we want about the same amount. So now we can, let's do the outside edging ink now. And I can always find a butterfly and add wings later. Instead of putting the butterfly under her, I can snip the wings off. Because I do have quite a few butterfly pictures. But I've been poking around at this for a while. Some days it takes me a little bit longer to, even though this is very simple, it just took me a little while to settle on that image. And since it took so long, I didn't want to subject you to, that whole process, a big long video, just for me to choose 3 things to put on a page, right? So there that is. The idea is to kind of keep these short if we can. I don't mind if it turns into kind of a meandering mess, if that's the kind of day it is. But I didn't really feel like today was that day. And this is, so it's Monday. I'm trying to think what day. I think we did day 23 or day 24 yesterday. And let's go ahead and get a little glue everywhere. I am an over gluer, I admit it. But I don't like to have loose sections in the middle if I can at all avoid it. So there's our house with our family. Your 2.5 children. White picket fence. How do we feel about the top to bottom? I think that's about right. I think that will do it. The page is still a little fluid just yet. There's my bone folder. I'm getting better at putting things where I can actually find them. So there we go. We want to smooth down the edge and not leave. And then we kind of want to smooth. There we go. We get a little bit extra glue right there. Okay. And I think we're going to put her right on the curb right there. I feel like she's there. A little fairy god witch. Just, what seems perfectly ordinary. It's actually a little, there's a little magic involved in it. Right? So just bringing a little fun to the table, I hope. And she's got little bare feet, and I love that about her. I love the bare feet. I've got glue on my fingers, so I'm just... And it is vellum, I think. Yeah, I think this is printed, so it's, of course, wanting to curl. I forgot to ink this. Shoot. Oh, well. We can go around it with the ink pen later. Or a Sharpie or something. Oh, we missed a little spot right there, so let's go ahead and at the top of the hat, we'll throw a little glue stick on there. Because we do want every part to stick down. We don't want that peeling off here. If we have to, we can always switch to fabric tack later and tack it down more if the aliens does not work for us. Okay. All right. Her feet don't want to stick down. Okay. Just finding all kinds of little spots where the glue didn't quite spread. There we go. But that way we have a good end result, right? Still not quite enough glue right there on the edge of that hat. Okay. And then we did say we were gonna glue this with the glue stick. We're just gonna pile on some glue stick. We'll roll that up just a little bit. Like you would a chapstick on a really hot day when your lips are dry as can be. Okay. Now I think I want it right here, but before I shove it down, first of all, let's make sure let's try and straighten that up. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's where I want it. I think right up there. And then we may add a bird or, I think I don't want to be on for a super long time, but right now I'm feeling like a lot of these are semi-finished. Like we'll come across some fairy wings for her and a little bird, a little bright bird or some other thing, a little fairy creature, maybe a little goblin or something. Just something that's sticking over the edge and it's bothering me. There we go. Okay. And so is whatever this is. This is sticking out a little bit. Okay. There we go. Fixed. So that is our start for, let's see. What was our day yesterday? Day 23. So today is day 24. And I think I want to put the date at the bottom here, just right here. So this is day 24. And that is 4/25/2022. Oops. There we go. So we may find out, we may get a marker or a jelly roll pen, and maybe we'll add some orange to the trim here just because. And over here just to kind of go with her. And because it does seem like a sort of black and white image, even though the people are in color. But I think that's cool. I like it so far. So yeah, so we'll come back. We'll add on a few things when the right thing pops, you know. Then that's kind of my ongoing goal, is to be able to come back. I did a little doodle last night after I got offline when the image had had time to dry. So I here there's something stuck. So on here I just did some little scallopy things. And on the door I added like a little extra. I haven't done anything about the window yet, but I will. I'm not in a rush. This is about having fun, about taking it slow. It's not about just filling up the book to fill up the book. So we may work in a doodle day a couple times a month where we go back and we doodle on these. I outlined the house. I outlined the image up here just to make it pop a little bit. So those are things I did. I do want to get out a Posca pen and go around the edge of here, around the edge of these words, just to make it a little more stand out. I would like to edge around here in a Posca pen, around probably a lot of the square words. And then see, I have some stuff stuck back here that I do want to work with. So we're all done, and we're 22 minutes, guys. So let's put it on today's collage. We're day 24. And you know what? That doesn't even look like a 4. The line wasn't all there. There we go. So it's simple, easy, fun. Room to grow if we find the right elements. I don't want to just stick things on to stick things on. We're not filling to fill, even though I love a filled journal. I do. So that is it for today. Oops. And it's 5 o'clock. Time to go and change out stuff in the garage. Perfect timing, right? Okay, so however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. And thank you for bringing joy into my life as well. You are made of the awesome, every one of you. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. I hope that you are able to spend time doing things you love, spend time with the people you love, spend time being productive or being lazy, whatever makes you happy. That's it for tonight. Bye, or today. Bye, 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 bye. You'll see this in the morning. So have a wonderful Tuesday. Do the best things that you can do. The end. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to anybody who would like them. The end.